to help write a collaborative story between the AI and the writer. And it has a back and forth that ranges from very interesting to the point where you think someone actually wrote this to how in the world did this abomination come to be. So that's what we're going to be doing. I picked the theme, Mario movies coming up. I figured everyone knows Mario. Don't really have to explain the background there. So the characters are Mario related. The events are more or less kind of just half unexpected, as this was a back and forth between myself and the AI. So it'll be a fun guessing game of, did Ryan write this? Did the AI write this?
Okay.
I think we'll know.
Hopefully.
It's harder than you'd think.
Yeah, it's baffled me how, like, that seems like something I or someone else would write. But, yeah. So, Mark has the role of Mario. Mario.
It's me.
Jacob has the role of Luigi.
Remember the hand jab move. It's your side charge attack.
Lesser... Oh, yeah. That was Hell Thrust, according to Smash Brothers.
Oh.
That jab attack. It has multiple names, depending on where you're looking at it from. But yeah.
Most things do.
Bowser, played by Caleb. And lesser known character...
That's where you're supposed to growl.
Oh. Okay, there we go. Hey! Lesser known character, Kamek. Kind of a... Not quite a Koopa. Kind of...
I thought it was Kamek.
Do I get a picture? What does this guy even look like?
He looks
the little
like a
wizard
Koopa.
guy.
Not the one with the wizard hat.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Wizard Koopa. Okay.
Wizard Koopa.
Gotcha. Very good.
Casey as Princess Peach.
Alright.
And I can't give out Crystal's roles yet. You'll just have to see as those come about.
Crystal!
Yikes.
Or is it a surprise?
Everyone else has the other
there's
minor
Crystal.
roles that they're doing, but no, those are the main roles. Everyone, make sure to silence your phones, please, so we don't have or some other ringtone popping up in the middle of the recording.
Looks like
Message
Ryan
for you, sir.
peaked a bit. We'll see what that sounds like.
Ryan peeking.
Max P.
At the
Nice.
script?
I'm saying, I'm on the audio.
I know. I'm
This
messing
is
you.
peak
Carry on.
Ryan that we're dealing with.
So do we want to just play that and see how the audio sounds?
No,
Oh.
we're doing it live.
We probably should.
Oh, because you said you wanted to audio
we probably should
test around the
test
table.
this
That
to
would be-
see if it is recording correctly.
That's what you said earlier.
That's fair
before
enough.
We do everything.
We can. That's true. We can keep that recording,
Yeah, I can save it.
and we can
Yeah,
pause now and then play it.
For some reason, it all
Subscribe
Googled-
to our premium.
We missed all that?
No,
You did
'cause
too.
The other backup.
The backup.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mostly just ladies and gentlemen, Super Mario Brothers Forbidden Zones, as read by us and co-written with AI Dungeon. I was in this too, writing. Let us begin.
Amen.
You are an Italian plumber from the Mushroom Kingdom. Your name is Mario. You are meeting up with your brother, Luigi, before you meet with the ruler of the Mushroom Kingdom, Princess Peach. You enter your brother's mansion and see...
You made it, brother.
I did, brother.
Right, let's go upstairs. The princess awaits.
Oh, the princess is already here? The situation must truly be dire for her to come all this way.
I wouldn't say that. She's quite eager to meet you, actually.
Really? Why is that?
It's Bowser again. He's up to no good, as per usual.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
We're almost there, brother. The princess awaits.
Right, let's go.
The two brothers make their way upstairs to where Princess Peach is waiting for them. As this is his mansion, Luigi has no trouble traversing its many halls to reach the princess in the upstairs ballroom. Mario opens the door to the ballroom and finds the princess waiting for them. She is playing with a little dog that she holds in her arms.
Good day, princess.
Good day, Mario.
Oh, I see you've got a new pet, your highness. What's its name?
His name is Bolt. He's a Yorkshire Terrier.
That's a nice name. I have a Yorkshire Terrier named Ophelia.
I didn't ask. Wow.
Mamma mia! Good job.
It may be back on. No profanity.
Stay on target.
That's
Stay on
something I have to
target.
bleep.
Cut that out.
Fix it in post.
Yeah, fix it in post.
Was this the first 30 seconds?
Keep going.
Anyways, there's a reason I called you two here, Mario, Luigi. The kingdom is in grave danger yet again.
Oh no.
What happened?
Bowser has gone mad. He has gathered a vast army and plans to conquer the world.
Meh. That's always his plan. He always fails. How does he intend to conquer the world this time?
He has
It's like Mario
assembled...
reading lines.
What does he plan to?
Stay in character. Stay in character.
He has assembled a vast dragon fleet that has conquered the seas. The only thing that stands in his way is the Mushroom Kingdom and your brothers.
Our brothers? What are you talking about, Princess? There's more?
There are 5 others, including myself, who are willing to help. We must assemble a company of like-minded individuals who share our goal of overthrowing Bowser and creating a new world order.
I didn't realize that. Princess Peach was one of the brothers. Total bro.
Mario and Luigi struggle with this revelation. To think that the woman they'd shared as a mutual crush on for years was actually a cross-dressing dude, let alone one of their missing brothers. Mario felt at a loss.
Not just Mario.
A feeling of betrayal clawed at his heart, and as he came to wonder if his past heroism was based solely out of altruism or some desperate attempt to find love. Luigi struggled to feel anything. He didn't handle severe stress well.
Where can we find these brothers?
Your brothers live far from here, further out than you have ever traveled before, Mario. Each of them possesses unique power we will need in order to stop Bowser and his dragon fleet. Can I count on you?
Of course, Princess. Question.
Where do we have to go?
To places few dare go, to the Forbidden Zones.
Forbidden
And
zones?
there it is.
Roll credits. That's what I said, the Forbidden Zones.
Your heart starts pounding, Mario. Should have been Mario's heart. This is your worst nightmare come true. You fear what may await you when you enter these forbidden areas for the first time. Luigi's ears perk up as a faint screech is heard in the distance. Soon, Mario and Peach notice Luigi's discomfort. The three fall silent as they listen intently. What follows are moments of tense silence that is suddenly broken as the roof caves in. A dragon drops through the roof of Luigi's dilapidated mansion, sending dust clouds and bits of house scattering.
I'm a bit.
A massive creature, larger than the biggest dinosaur, clambers down from the hole, sending water rushing into the mansion through the now gaping hole.
Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me.
The creature's roar is deafening as it looks around the room.
Venusaur!
Reeling from shock, Luigi trips to the ground and begins scurrying towards the wall. Mario jumps between Peach and the dragon, his hands up defensively as he prepares to defend his princess yet again. Princess Peach, her eyes steeled and her demeanor unflinching, raises her palms towards the air and glares at the dragon. Her eyes begin to glow pink, and she hovers into the air as red heart energy begins to coalesce in her palms. The dragon charges, aiming for Princess Peach.
No, please, don't hurt him.
We're a little inconsistent here.
The dragon is caught off guard by Princess's heart-focused attack. It's confused as it stares at the two of them.
Now, Mario!
Mario leaps forward, delivering a solid blow to the dragon's chin with an upper knee strike. The dragon is surprised, but not that injured. He shakes off the blow and lunges at Peach, grabbing her in his claws.
Help me, Mario!
You can't fight him, princess. He's the king.
Thank you so much for the helpful advice, Luigi. Maybe we'd stand a chance if you'd stop hiding.
His pride injured, Luigi shrinks further into himself, doing his best to avoid the conflict. Princess Peach tries to summon her powers to confuse and control the beast once more, but her powers are failing her. Mario leaps onto the dragon's back and continues to land strike after strike against its scales, but to little avail. One final blow is struck by the dragon, sending Mario flying through the air. He crashes into the wall and falls in a heap. The dragon, having gained control of itself, charges at the princess that is in his hand. Headbutt.
Right.
With a look of horror on her face, the princess is snatched up by the dragon.
Again.
The dragon hefts its wings, sending debris flying everywhere as it lifts off the ground and escapes from the mansion through the gaping hole in the ceiling.
Conveniently, no longer pouring in water.
Yes. Time passes. As his nerves settle down, Luigi scurries over to Mario to see if he's okay. When he checks his chest, he's relieved to find that the dragon didn't tear him up too badly.
Sorry.
He looks over at the Princess Peach's mangled body. What? He cringes at the sight of her broken neck.
Princess?
He begins to tear up at the sight of his princess laying there broken. Hearing his brother's words, the dazed Mario scrambles to his feet, only to fall to his knees in grief over the sight of the now deceased princess.
My brother, sister.
Too much had happened in such a short time. He had little time to process his recently disturbed feelings about Princess Peach, let alone her untimely death at the hand of Bowser's dragon. The two brothers sit there in silence, pondering their next move. Luigi has been left with the challenging task of informing the King of the Silver River of Peach's demise, while the grief-stricken Mario must decide what to do next. Upon reaching an agreement on how to move forward, the two begin to part ways. As Mario leaves, Luigi tries to hug Mario as a way to comfort his brother in this time of grief. However, Mario merely shoulders Luigi aside, still very angry at his brother's cowardice in that last fight. While Mario's soul burned angrier than ever, Luigi began to struggle with a new depth of fear and loneliness. The two parted ways from the ruined mansion, each with their own task to accomplish before they journey to the Forbidden Zones. The first order of business was to get to the King of the Silver River, so Luigi set out to find him. Luigi sets off across the Dismal Zone, the territory of which his mansion lay. Upon reaching Black Gullet Lake, he charters a boatman to take him downstream, where the tributary waters would eventually lead to the Silver River. When he gets to the boatman's hut, he finds the man asleep. The hut's walls are adorned with all the spoils of Black Gullet Castle, including a few trophies from the vanquished foe.
Excuse me, Mr. Boatman?
The man grunts, awakens, and squints at Luigi.
What's up, stranger?
No. I'm on a very...
Hold on. Luigi gulps and attempts a wannabe bold pose.
I'm on a very serious mission. I must get to the castle on Silver River, Mr. Boatman, sir.
The man squints at Luigi.
Squint noises.
I think you've got the wrong guy. My name's Bob. What mission are you on? What's your name?
Don't you recognize me? I'm Luigi. I must inform his lordship of the death of Princess Peach. Where is the boatman?
The boatman rises from his seat.
It was a long time ago. Where are we now? Oh yeah, Silver River, the North Shore.
What the heck is that?
Never mind. You want to get to the Silver River Castle? That'll cost you 30 sand dollars.
Luigi sighs and pulls out his pouch. He quickly fishes out 30 sand dollars and drops them on the table. Bob the boatman pounces on the table and starts eating the sand dollars.
It's been a long time since I had Doritos.
Luigi waits patiently in discomfort for Bob to finish his meal. That was an actual burp.
I How have you done this? You're so talented.
Now you have to cross the Silver River.
How?
Easy. I'll take you on my boat. You paid for it after all. Duh.
What I like about the AI is that it saw me doing stutters for Luigi, so then I was like, okay, this is how people talk normally now. So it started putting them in Bob's lines.
That's funny.
So if you see stuttering, that's not my fault.
You have to do it.
Okay.
The boatman stumbles out of his house, drunkenly slipping on his harbor coat and his water boots as he makes his way to the dinghy docked on the lake. Bob slides into the boatman's seat. Luigi follows him.
I'm gonna have to tie you to the boat so you don't float away. Here, use this.
Use what?
Bob presses a chloroform rag to his mustached mouth. Luigi's weak arms flail impotently as he loses consciousness. Luigi awakens later, cold, wet, and groggy from dehydration. He is tied to the prow of the dinghy, like a ship's statue. Half of his body is submerged in the water, and his feet drag against the current beneath the dinghy. The boatman roars as he pulls on the oars.
You're awake. Good job. Good job. Row, row, row faster, you slug.
Afraid for his life, Luigi starts dog paddling in front of him. It's not very helpful, and his arms are getting tired fast, but it was a better alternative than upsetting Bob the boatman. The boatman pulls his oars in their locks, and the dinghy glides through the water.
You know how to row a boat?
No.
That's okay. I was just curious. We're there now.
Bob points upward, and Luigi's head follows. He looks upon the shining countenance of Silver River Castle, standing in all its glory, overlooking the Silver River. Bob steers the dinghy to ram ashore.
How are we gonna get up to that?
I have a boat that can get up to that. It's back at the dock, actually.
Luigi hesitates. Of all the boatmen, why did he have to hire the only insane one?
You might try slowing down. We're approaching the beach fast, and I'm still tied up here.
I have all the time in the world. I'm not going anywhere.
Then how will you get back?
I'll swim back.
Crunch! The boat ran ashore, with Luigi caught between the boat and the sandy shore. He's stuck fast.
Well, good luck getting out, slug.
The boatman makes a strange popping sound and slinks back into the water.
Let's hear it.
Oh. Bloop. Luigi sits there, stuck in a wet, sandy predicament. So close and yet so far from his goal.
Can anybody help?
Nobody answers. This saddens Luigi.
Mamma
This
mia.
kills the crab.
Mamma mia.
5 minutes.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the dismal zone, Mario treks through spooky underbrush and scary forests in search of a local Fizzard's house. Fizzards were like wizards, except their magic was soda-related. Eventually, he comes within sight of an old familiar place, Kamek, the Fizzard's hut. He sighs with relief. The hut still stands, but has been abandoned for who knows how long. Married to his job, Kamek rarely leaves the hut.
Kamek! I am coming in!
Kamek what? It sounded like commit. Sorry. Mario opens the door to Kamek's hut and finds no one inside. He enters and looks around. The hut has not been cleaned in years and still reeks of the Fizzard's candy. Kamek doesn't seem to notice.
Ooh. Hello? Kamek! Are you home?
There is no response. Mario walks through the rotting candy and sits down in a chair at the far corner of the room. Shortly after taking a seat, fizzy bubbles start to appear in the middle of the room. They come from nowhere and return to nowhere as the shower of colorful carbonation grows in intensity. Then, in a flash of soda fountain goodness, Kamek appears, his arms full of fresh candy.
Oh, Mario.
Kamek notices Mario sitting in the corner like a creep.
What can I do you for?
Could you put a few of these guys in a sack for me? I'm late, and the train's already left.
A sack? Got a few bucks?
The two begin to laugh, reminiscing about the times Mario used to score a few illegal grams of candy off of Kamek on his way to and from the Dismal Zone. As the humor
Shut up!
could be, who knows?
Mario loves his nose powder.
As the humor subsides, Mario's visage turns serious once more.
Kamek, I need your help. I need you to tell me how to get to the Forbidden Zones.
Forbidden zones? They're not a place one goes to willingly. You should have stuck to stealing.
Stick to stealing.
Please, I need you to help me.
Help? I can help you go places in your mind you never thought possible. Or bring you down...
Oh no!
or bring you down with a mellow so smooth you'll be a tanuki on the breeze. Or I can help you save your life by refusing to tell you where the forbidden zones are on account of them being forbidden for very strong reasons. Why do you want to know? Anyway.
I need to get back to 2015. That's where my family is. I need to get back to them.
Kamek laughs again. Mario steps forward and grabs Kamek by the collar. He gives him a good shake, the etches of underlying rage cracking the surface of his face.
You think this is some kind of a game? She's dead, Kamek! Princess Peach is dead! Bowser sent one of his dragons to take us out and he...
Mario gasped, the raw emotions hitting him with fresh force as he had to recount the recent events.
She's gone. Before she died, she told me I have 4 other brothers spread across the Forbidden Zones. If they were as powerful as Princess Peach, then maybe, just maybe, we have the chance against Bowser and his dragons.
Kamek stands there, thinking things over.
And it looks to me you've already made up your mind. You'll find a way to get there, whether I help you or not. Very well, allow me to get my boots.
Kamek disappears into a back room for several moments, returning with a large, thick book. He lays it on the table and opens it up. Kamek blows dust off the pages of the book, arranges his spectacles on his face, and pops open a bottle of Fizzy Suds Grapture for some casual sipping.
The carbonated side is a path to energy levels most would consider unnatural.
Glug, 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 glug.
Let's see. Flip. Aha! You are correct. 2015 is the right trail. You see, Mario, 2015 was the year Nintendo created Super Mario Maker, a construct so powerful it had the potential to introduce a multiverse and rewrite our core reality. Thus, this entity was banned from Mario Land for the sake of our untampered temporal continuity. That didn't stop Nintendo from going places that ethics had deemed unwise. Split from your DNA, recombinant versions of Mario were inserted into the game code and used as protagonists for those other worlds. These other Marios were irradiated with numerous combinations of special powers and experiences that would shape their core identities into vastly altered personalities. These are the brothers you seek, spread far and wide amidst the forbidden zones of the Super Mario Maker dimension.
Now, did the AI write that or did Ryan write that?
Ryan wrote
Ryan wrote that.
That's not AI. That's Orion.
AI doesn't know about Mario Maker.
You'd think
It's weird, but
It
that's
does
not
now.
an AI writing that.
the cat's out of the bag.
You mean other worlds like this one?
Kamek nods. Kamek pinches the bridge of his beak, shoving his glasses aside.
Were you not listening to a single word I said?
I was, but I forgot to comprehend.
Me!
Wow, you're so good at Mario. You're just like him. I forgot to comprehend.
You're speaking a language I don't understand.
What did I tell you about interrupting? Never mind. What matters, now more than anything, is finding a way to get you onto the internet.
But how? I don't even know where to find the darn thing. Where is it?
The internet is not a thing, Mario. It is a seething, interconnected consciousness that binds our reality together, the true outer limits of our universe. The internet is all around us. You simply need to know where to look for it. The nearest connection port to the internet lies in the Silver River Zone. The King of the Silver River himself was the first to seize the site of power and build a kingdom up around it. If my research remains true, his throne should be a contraption that harnesses the power of the gateway. I'm less ominous now.
I see. How do I get there?
Oh, that's the easy part. Follow me.
Mario follows Kamek around the hut, doing his best to avoid the cluttered candy under his feet.
Ooh.
Mario was eager to find what Kamek had in mind. As they leave the hut, Mario notices a shadow behind Kamek that he hadn't noticed before.
No.
Don't look so worried, little brother.
Don't call me brother. You haven't earned that right. What's with the shadow on your back?
Nothing. It's a shadow. You see, sun angles allow for it. Never mind.
Kamek turns around and pats the empty space next to him. Mario stands in the space that Kamek has set aside for him.
Now, let's go.
Kamek puts a hand on Mario's shoulder.
Oh, no.
As Mario starts to leave, his hand meets the cold glass of the window, which freezes his hand.
Ow! That is a cold.
A cold. Kamek reaches around and pats Mario's hand.
It's nothing. You'll get used to it.
Mario follows Kamek's lead and steps out of the hut. Kamek locks up the hut behind him, affectionately patting the freezing cold windows before walking away.
I will miss you, cold window.
Mario and Kamek begin their walk to the castle of the Silver River King. Thank you.
What's in the script? It was the
I
AI.
didn't write that.
Stay on target.
As they walk further into the evergreen forest, the trees become sparser. Eventually, they come to a large gray stone that is cracked in multiple places. Kamek stands to one side, studying the stone.
Do you know of this stone, Mario?
Mario thinks for a moment.
Just needs a moment to comprehend.
It's a rock. It's a piece of stone of Volcar, isn't it?
You know of the stone of Volcar?
Only a little. All I know is that it's called the Stone of Volcar. What is so special about it?
It's a legendary gem that is said to grant wishes. The stone of Volcar is said to grant the wishes to those who are worthy.
Oh, really? Well, maybe we can skip to the part where Bowser's dragon dies in a fire and we all live happily ever after.
Oh, right. It's in the legends that accompany the stone of Volcar. Well, it is said that the stone can grant wishes. Perhaps I am redundant. Perhaps you're worthy, Mario.
Cusco's poison.
Mario walks up to the stone and places his hands on the stone of Volcar.
I wish for all of Bowser's dragons to die. Immediately, if not sooner.
The stone's surface begins to glow as if it is emitting heat. The heat feels like it is burning Mario's skin, like he is standing directly on a grill. Ow! Determined to see the wish through, Mario continues clutching the stone's hot surface with his gloved hands, hoping that the wish comes true. But the glow only intensifies, and soon Mario feels the heat so intense that he lets go of the stone and frantically steps back.
Ouch! Well, how do we know if it worked, Kamek?
Did the stone crack?
No, it didn't.
Maybe it worked, maybe it didn't.
I better not have burned my hand for nothing, dude.
I'm afraid so.
Son of Toadette.
Come on, let's go. We have a lot to do before the deadline.
Mario and Kamek begin walking to the Silver River. Meanwhile, back at the beach, Luigi awakens to the sound of marching feet moving across the sands towards him. He sits up and looks towards the beach, wondering what in the world is going on. Luigi spots a familiar purple head above the marching soldiers.
Mario, what are you doing here?
Unfortunately, the dehydration was really getting to Luigi's head. Among the silver-eyed, silver-helmed Goombas, there was a figure resembling his brother, Mario. If Luigi was more coherent, he would have noticed that this wasn't his real brother, but a shadowy, purple-tinted doppelganger of Mario. The Mario impersonator and retinue of Goombas stop short before addressing Luigi. They form a line and point their spears at Luigi.
Silence!
Luigi, baked by the sun and as miserable as can be, wasn't in the mood to be talkative anyways.
Fair enough.
You have invaded the River Kingdom. For this egregious act, you must be brought before the king, who will decide your miserable fate.
Luigi is left in a state of panic, wondering what he could have possibly done to warrant such a punishment. He thinks back to the last few days, trying to figure out how he could have offended the king.
I didn't mean to go streaking that one time, if that's what this is about.
The marchers begin to march again, continuing their trek through the forest. Luigi struggles to keep up, his body dehydrated and aching. After an hour, the Goombas come to a massive castle.
Wait, you look so much like my brother. Who is that? What's your name?
I am called King Kamek. You may call me Master if you wish. Now follow me, and do not speak unless spoken to.
Yes, master.
You weren't spoken to.
I love how King Kamek sounds like the knights who say "ni." Luigi follows along to where King Kamek intends to take him. The king leads Luigi to the entrance of the castle through a maze of twisting hallways. After a long trek through the forest, they arrive in a great hall. King Kamek, he heads to his throne.
Can you guess why I've chosen to steal the visage of your brother, Luigi? Can you even begin to imagine why I have brought you here?
Well, I don't know. I mean, is it something I did or didn't do?
You are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Objection!
For instance, it is because of what you and your brother have done that has escalated this conflict with Bowser. If it hadn't been for you and that stupid plumber boy, Bowser would have been blissfully brought under Princess Peach's control. But no! Instead, you have to go and ruin the Big Koopa's pride by wrecking his plans every other week.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're right, you don't. But you will. And I wish I had a brother. But instead, I was cursed to be devoid of siblings and childhood camaraderie. And I had to learn to be self-sufficient. I couldn't afford to lean on a strong, masculine Italian brother in my times of need. Now Bowser has amassed a dragon army, and my hands have been tied. I'm to use you as bait to attract Mario into my clutches, and then turn you both over to Bowser himself.
Should I play Mario now as a butch?
Mario is not like that.
Not like what? A coward that gets himself tied to a ship's prow? A simpleton who can't even protect his sworn princess?
That's not what I meant. The masculine bit.
You can't face up to the truth, eh? No matter. You will no longer be my concern once Lord Bowser arrives.
King Kamek turns and orders his Goomba guards to prepare the portal in his throne room. It was time to summon Lord Bowser. Luigi takes in a deep breath, preparing to face the terrible wizard once more. He muses quietly to himself.
Don't worry, I'll have your back this time. I will not let you down.
While Luigi made posthumous promises to Princess Peach,
Ooh, alliteration.
King Kamek and his guards went to the throne and prepared the portal ritual. The guards raised their spears, chanting.
Boonga boonga.
Goomba guards can be read by you, Casey.
Okay. Master Kamek? Kamek? I forget how to pronounce it already. I'm so sorry. How do I pronounce this? Kamek?
Kamek.
Master Kamek, open the portal to another dimension.
The Goomba guards pointed their spears at the throne, waiting for the signal. King Kamek raised his royal hands to the sky and began chanting.
Do it!
Yes!
Do it!
Say it.
Swiggity swowzer! Now bring me Lord Bowser!
King Kamek's eyes glowed white as the portal's energy leapt to him. He thrust his right hand forward, and the energy of the portal exploded through the air, landing on Lord Bowser's forehead. A fiery portal appeared and swallowed the wizard. Just like that, King Kamek had disappeared from the throne room. Everyone looked around, confused.
Was that supposed to happen?
Luigi stares at the empty throne, a look of bewilderment on his face.
Mario, I'm gonna need you to open another portal. I'll explain what happened to Kamek later.
Sounds good.
Mario and Kamek burst through the doors.
We're here now, you Goomba freaks.
Mario's gloved hands glow with fiery inferno before he starts throwing fireballs at Goomba guards.
I found a flower. This is my thing, you guys. I am doing the thing. Blip, blip.
Okay, Julie.
Blip.
Kamek waves his wand around, blasting a stream of candy magic. Whenever the beam passes over a Goomba, it transforms into candy.
I may have just solved my portal problem.
Mario and Kamek fight the Goombas alongside Luigi.
Come on, let's get to these suckers before they get to me. Luigi, you're up.
I got it.
Luigi runs up to a Goomba, jumps and slams his dumpy into the side jumps and slams his dumpy into the side of the Goomba's helmeted face. The Goomba topples to the ground and Luigi gives him a kick to the head. The Goomba falls over and becomes a pile of confectionery.
Swiggity swooty, taste of my booty.
I need to know
quick,
which one of
keep
y'all
shooting.
wrote that. Was that you or the A? Who said dump?
Let's just say I don't think the A, I knew the word dumpy.
That was definitely right.
Pile of confectionery.
Okay. Swiggity swooty, taste of my booty. Quick, keep shooting.
On it.
His wand has turned into a machine gun, which he uses to mow down everyone in his group. That was Mark's impression of the machine gun and not him farting.
It was my dumpy.
Soon, the group of friends are running through a sea of Goombas, firing candy magic at them.
Fireball.
No candy magic.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Fireballs of candy.
This group is a little easier to take down since they're easier to confuse and run out of ammo.
Mario, you've got to do something. We're losing.
I'm working on it.
Mario continues firing his pistols at the Goombas,
Oh my
God.
which are no match for his skill.
There's one more.
There was one Goomba guard remaining, and he was the biggest of them all. We're talking about if Dolph Lundgren had a love child with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone. His steroids had steroids, for gosh sakes. Kamek fires a stream of candies, which hit the Goomba in the face and turn him into a pile of chews in the corner.
I can't believe I missed that.
With the room completely eliminated of hostiles, our valiant heroes set about trying to figure out how the throne portal system works. Luigi presses the button on the control panel. The large rectangular panel of buttons on the wall lights up and makes a series of beeping noises.
Beep, 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 beep.
Luigi, don't touch things you don't understand. For all we know, you've either turned on the coffee machine or destroyed an alternate universe.
I stand corrected.
The panel lights up, showing the button's different functions.
Ooh, well, Kamek, you're the expert. What are we supposed to do? How do we get to 2015 from here?
It's easy. You literally just press the button marked 2015.
Kamek points at the button with a single digit. He then points at the button marked 715.
This one?
Sure, why not? I have absolute faith in your judgment.
Well then, let's do it.
He presses the button. The panel lights up, a loud grinding noise emitting from the gears and wheels. Slots open up on either side of the throne's base, making the way for angled obsidian prongs to extend up and in toward each other, almost completing a circle. The ribs glow with arcane energy as the portal activates. With a sizzling crackle, energy leaps between the two pillars, creating a swirling portal. Mario, Luigi, and Kamek step through the portal. They emerge on the other side of time.
That was easy.
Where are we now?
We're somewhere on some planet far away from Earth. But where specifically?
Thanks, Luigi. You're as helpful as ever.
I don't know where. We're in some kind of temple, I think. There's a bunch of odd-looking statues. There's a big stone eyes staring over our heads.
Wait a minute. Kamek, weren't we supposed to go to 2015? Since when are there temples and statues in 2015? You press the 715 button, right? Did you send us to 7 to 15?
Did I press the button? Yes, Mario, you are correct. That is correct. But I only pressed it because you guys told me to. It seems that pressing random buttons is a thing we can do now.
Useless as ever.
Mario, be quiet. I'm thinking. We've gone back in time. There's no way to know where on Earth we are.
Well, perhaps we should, I don't know. Take a look outside.
You wish, but I'm afraid.
Well, I'm afraid to.
Then you can both stay in here, afraid as usual. I'm a-leaving.
No, I'll come with you.
You don't need to.
Ignoring the pair, Mario exits the temple to see what he can find. Outside, the sun is high in the sky. Mario has never been happier to see the light of day. He scans the area and finds nothing particular to notice.
Where are we?
The more important question is, who are you? Suddenly, many Native Americans step out of hiding, their bows raised and arrows knocked.
Oh, for crying out aloud. Fine. I'm a big fat hairy Nimrod from Earth. You're a bunch of people who are apparently from another dimension.
Good enough. What are you doing here?
We were exploring. But we got lost. Where are you from?
My name is Redcorn. This is my village, and it is under attack. Why are you here?
I'm here to find my long-lost brothers and to bring their powers to bear against an army of dragons.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. We will help you, but first, you will do something for us.
Anything.
You will help me defend my village from attack. As you can see, I've wasted too much time talking to you, and now most of our TPs have perished in the battle.
TPs.
I need you to reinforce the north end of camp. Buy us time as we fortify the temple for our final stand. We shall aid you in your struggle, Mario. He signals to the men and women of his village, who quickly assemble and follow his orders.
Which way is north, Kamek?
That way.
Kamek gestures in a direction.
Let's go.
Mario and his allies hurry to reinforce the northern end of the village. As Mario, Kamek, and Luigi reach the north end of camp, they see horrific beings attacking the villagers. One of the winged beasts is about to strike an innocent, the wicked point of its spear on the opposite side of its body from its two large bird-like wings. The beasts look like griffins, except with organic spears protruding from the middle of their chests.
Unicorns.
They're not quite.
Plural.
No, it's okay. You forgot to comprehend. It's fine.
Their favorite tactic was to drop on top of their victims, skewering and collapsing them under their winged weight.
Nice.
Mario and Kamek charge toward the beast.
Mood.
Mario draws his sword and prepares to swing. Mario then jumps on top of their stupid head and uses the sword to pogo stick on top of the griffin like Toon Link from Super Smash Bros. With a yell, Mario jumps on top of the winged griffin, brandishing his sword and driving the pommel of the blade into the top of its head.
Shink.
It looks as though the griffin has a face. It looks like a snout filled with fangs, and has two large eyes which, given its small size, are very large. Luigi jumps and slams his dumpy into the side of the griffin's head. The beast reels and nearly falls over, before stumbling away from the duo. The griffins are faster than you anticipated. Kamek tries to shoot his candy laser and cantify the griffins, but they're too quick. They dodge the laser blasts and slam into Kamek, tossing him to the ground. Ah! He cries out in pain.
Oh, yeah, that.
The griffins are almost upon you.
All right, fellas. It looks like we are a bit of a pickle. A griffin pickle. You see me pausing for laughter. A griffin pickle. Any ideas? I got a few ideas. Let's try them out, shall we?
Mario casts a fireball into the face of one of the winged beasts, destroying its eyes and blinding it. The permanently blinded griffin shrieks in pain before groveling on the ground and lamenting.
Why did you do that? I have a family, a wife and kids. Now how will I care for them? No!
The griffins stop in their tracks and look at their blinded comrade, who is now sobbing.
What have we done? We've robbed our allies' ability to pay child support.
Allies!
That's what I said. Allies.
On top.
That is my name. It's my accent. What have we done? We've robbed our allies' ability to pay child support. And for what? A mere scrap with some Native Americans.
We're fighting for a good cause. It's a worthy sacrifice.
If you say so.
Griffin number 2 jumps on Luigi, stabbing him through with his chest spear.
Maybe we're not as bad as I thought. Still, I'd rather have a family to take care of.
Mario and Kamek quickly dispatch the remaining Griffins. With the Griffins defeated, Mario, Luigi, and Kamek limp their way back to the temple, where Redcorn and his people are holed up for an unnecessary final stand. Luigi is in a particularly rough state, having taken a giant spear through his chest.
Fair enough.
Mario and Kamek drag Luigi inside the temple and prop him up against the wall. Mario goes to check on him, but he's not in the mood to talk.
Luigi, I am your brother. Sooner or later, you need to talk to me and tell me what's going on with you.
Thanks for caring, big brother. You know I'd never do anything to hurt you.
You'd better not, scum. Otherwise, I'll shove you in the boo box.
Yeah, I'll tell you. It'll be our little secret.
Mario sighs and steps back, knowing full well Luigi will try to worm his way out of this. Mario makes his way over to Chieftain Redcorn, eager to enlist his help against Bowser's army of dragons. Mario finds Chieftain Redcorn, a wizened old man in a full ceremonial garb, sitting by the fire.
And now for a sentence that no Italian would ever say in the history of the world.
That's not a sentence, actually.
Verily and forsooth. Mamma mia.
Mama Mina.
We have upheld our end of the bargain, Chief. Now, I expect you to follow through with yours.
Do you honestly think this will be the last of the Griffins? There will be more, now and forever. You must stay here until further notice, helping to defend our village from the incessant invasions.
We defend ourselves. We don't attack others. That's not the way things work here. Now, will you help us or not?
You make an airtight case, Mario. Fine, we will help you. Where are we to go?
To the woods. We will rendezvous there with my brother, Luigi.
Redcorn nods. 10 minutes later, Mario, Kamek, and a pale, weakened Luigi stand in the woods. Luigi continues to staunch the flow of blood coming from the spear wound on his chest.
Well, what are we doing here again? Mario?
We are going to fight Bowser's army of dragons.
How?
To be quite frank, brother, I haven't a clue. We have little to show except you. What?
Except you, me.
Oh, we have
It's me! The line is me!
we have little to show except you, me, Kamex, overpowered candy magic, and whatever it is Redcorn is capable of doing.
You got me. Well, maybe we should just go back to the village and wait this out.
No need. Redcorn, as he and his elite group of his finest warriors, step out from behind the trees. Not a complete sentence. We are prepared to assist you in your quest, Mario.
Woohoo!
Wait. Everyone claps.
Why?
Don't know.
Did the AI write that, or did you?
That was Ryan, definitely.
There's
Ryan
so
wrote
much
that.
that I'm like, what did the AI write?
No, it just
What did
said
you write?
everyone claps. Fair enough.
Finally, we can get this show on the road.
Where's the fun in that?
Luigi giggles.
I'm not sure I'm capable of giggling.
You don't need blood to giggle.
That's gargles.
That's all he can bust through.
I can't quite see. I'm losing too much blood.
The eyes are the first to go.
So, Chief Redcorn, not to be rude or anything, but what exactly is it you do? I mean, don't get me wrong, shooting arrows is all well and good, but do you have a power? Something that can really help us out against these dragons?
Power. Mario rubs his eyes.
Mario's eyes are plastic.
Apparently.
Yes, what it makes you special. I can shoot fireballs and jump on people's heads. His facing was a little off there. Jump on people's heads. Kamek can turn people into candy, and Luigi is dummy thick crybaby. What can you do?
I can't do anything, really.
What do you mean? You can't do anything? You're a magic user. Use magic.
Redcorn glares at his lieutenant before scolding him. They didn't need to know that, you fool. Mario furrows his brow in confusion.
Interesting. What kind of a magic can you cast, Redcorn?
Cast? I don't Mario smacks him in the face with his palm.
Stop distracting me. What kind of magic can you perform?
Okay. I can control the weather through interpretive dance. Happy?
Nice.
It's not about being happy, you idiot. Tell me what you can do.
I just did, you ignoramus. With a waltz, I can clear the skies of clouds. With a sachet, I can make it rain. If I dance like there is no tomorrow, I can ensure there will be no tomorrow. That's what I can do, you indignant midget man.
Well, I guess that'll help. Do you have any other powers, or are you just happy to see me?
Redcorn spits out of the side of his mouth. Let's just get on with this. The sooner we do the thing, the sooner we part ways.
Fair enough. Kamek, how do we get back so that we can fight the dragons?
Kamek gulps.
What? What's wrong, Kamek?
I don't know how. I mean, I've never done this before in my life.
You're a magician. Figure it out.
Dang it, Mario! I'm a physician! Phys, not that kind of physician. You know, the other, never mind. Not a dimension doer. The portal was a one-way trip. I assumed you'd know how to get back to our world.
Well, I guess we're stuck here then.
Whoa! What's with the attitude, Luigi?
I'm a realist, Mario. I call it like I see it. That's how I've survived this long. If it makes you feel any better. I don't have any magic powers. I'm just an average guy who's scared out of his mind.
I am all too aware, you coward. If it wasn't for you, Princess Peach would still be alive!
Yeah, if it wasn't for me, the princess would still be alive.
Shut up, Kamek. You're not helping.
Okay, I'm sorry, princess.
Come on, men. We can't just sit here like a bunch of girls. Attack! The warriors look around, searching for griffins to attack, but finding none. Confused, they simply stand by as Mario and Luigi continue to argue.
That's not true, Mario. I told you I was the one who suggested she go back in the house. You were the one who said no.
I am just doing what is best for the princess. Don't you think I know that, Luigi?
I don't know that.
Forget it. I may hate your Weasley guts.
Aww.
Ronald Weasley. I may just hate your Weasley guts, but you're still my brother, Luigi, and that's gotta count for something.
I suppose.
Okay, follow me. We're going to go fight a griffin.
Redcorn, respectfully, your chieftainness, can you knock it off with your griffin garbage? You need to forget about that stuff. You work for me. Now, and we're going to fight the dragons as soon as we find the way to get back home.
Redcorn nods his head. Very well, Mario. Let us get to it then. You follow Redcorn into the woods. The others follow dutifully behind.
Okay, let's think about this logically. How we got here was through a portal. What is a portal but a door? What is a door but an opening? I can't be just any opening.
You've misread it.
You missed a T.
Oh, I was saying I can't be any.
I can't just be any opening. I have to be me.
I have a few. It can't just be any opening, but instead the opening between time and space. Am I making sense to anyone here?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I've seen a portal before.
Thanks, Luigi. Redcorn, do you know about any portals nearby?
Well, there's a cave up ahead, but I'm not sure about the opening. Let's see if we can find out.
It will have to suffice.
You continue to walk through the woods. Eventually, you come across a cave opening, similar to the one that brought you here.
Well, This looks like a good place to start.
Redcorn, his elitist men, Mario, Luigi, and Kamek all enter the cave. Inside the cave, you see a great beast, half griffin and half lion. It snarls, its bright red eyes glaring at you.
The Griffin's here.
Who said that?
Nobody said that.
Well, then how do you know?
I just know.
Well, just to be safe, we should kill it.
Prithee and forsooth, dangerous outsiders. You clearly have me outmatched. So let us not resort to our baser instincts by commencing with bloodshed.
The beast then flies off into the sky, making a loud noise.
It's blowing a raspberry.
I'm glad we got that out of our
General
systems.
The party waits for the griffin to come back.
Why?
You had to fart or something.
Thank you for letting me get that out of my system. Why have you come to my cave?
We came to talk to you. We want to go home.
You want to go home?
Yes, a great bird lion thing. We wish to travel back home, but require a trans-dimensional portal in order to do so. Can you help us?
Well, I suppose, but I will need something from you in return. If you fail to fulfill your end of the bargain, I will kill you and your little lizard friend here.
Hey, leave me out of this. If you want to threaten to kill someone, choose Luigi. He's not good for much else, and I'm a jerk.
Ignore him. What must we do, oh Griffon? So that you may provide us passage home.
You must capture the princess and bring her to my cave. There she will make the necessary sacrifices.
Oh, God.
The rest of you will have to wait for her. Should you succeed, you will be rewarded.
Everyone gasped, except for Mario. Hoomst was deep in thought. The others couldn't fathom kidnapping a woman to serve the remainder of her days as a griffin's slave. It just wasn't a very gentlemanly thing to do. Mario, on the other hand, understood that the most dire of situations required the most drastic of measures. Mario looked up and said,
I'll get you, Brad. I understand, O Griffin. Yet, just ensure you're not ripping us off. How do you intend to send us back home after we secure the princess for you?
I will send you back to your own time after the ritual. That is, if you manage to capture the princess alive. I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
And where is this ritual?
Right here in my cave.
Here?
Yes, here.
That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
Mario attacks the griffin. The griffin flies away.
Pew pew.
What? With his pistols. Or his sword. You know, the thing
Fireballs.
that... The fire... He just keeps getting new weaponry. What was that for, Mario?
We didn't need to commit a sin for the bird dude. We just needed him out of the way so we can use the ritual in the cave to get home.
You're a genius, Mario.
I didn't ask.
Full circle.
Such a dick.
You all enter the cave. You walk down a long, dark tunnel illuminated by torches that line the walls. A wind blows through. It's Mark blowing his nose. Eventually, the group comes upon the ritual they need to get home. Now then, we must prepare the sacrifices. We must prepare the sacrifices.
What? Oh, I suppose there's no harm in that. I skipped a whole page.
I guess not.
Wait a minute.
Wow, it's so great we happened to kill a lot of griffins back in the village. We have more than enough for the sacrifices.
Astute observation.
The group spend the next half hour arranging dead griffin bodies into a square formation. They began discordantly humming Flight of the Valkyries because it felt like something a group of people should more or less try to sing together for an important event.
Kazoo noises.
As soon as they got to the good part of the song, Mario shoots fireballs at the griffin bodies, lighting them on fire and setting the square of birdy, liony fur aglow. The bodies began to smelt of burnt toast and elderberries.
Like your mother.
Burn, literally.
Between the
No,
fire...
that was your father. My bad.
Between the fire, the half-remembered song, and a general sense of uneasiness that this was all just a waste of time,
You said it.
the group began to feel lightheaded. Is this the end? Are we passing over into the next life?
No, this is just time traveling on a budget.
The cave walls flash a brilliant white before darkening once more, the party no longer there. The rest of the journey is spent in complete silence. You begin to smell something odd.
Is that a smoke?
It certainly is.
As Mario bats away the smoke drifting up into his Italian nostrils, he hears the sounds of giant rattling chains and feels the ground beneath him lifting into the air.
It's the closest to chains I got.
Yeah. Mario realized he was on an elevator pad in a dark pit. He and the others were being lifted to the top, though who knew what lay in wait for them. The elevator crests to the top and stops. The room was lined with gargoyle statues, pouring magma and spurting gouts of flame that fell into the ring of lava around the room's platform.
Ooh.
This area was an arena with a menacing figure standing before them. Bowser. The king of the Koopas stood imposing and tall. His yellow, scaly skin gave way to green shell, a shock of red hair atop his head. He glared murderously at the party.
You didn't think I'd let you portal jump again without setting up an interception signal, did you?
I suppose we should have expected that. I hope you have planned for this eventually.
Eventuality.
I hope you had planned for this eventuality, since you still haven't explained to me why I must be your slave.
Taken aback by Mario's insolence, Bowser's shock is quickly replaced by anger as he furiously reproaches him.
No, it is you who has some explaining to do. There I was, commander of a majestic dragon army. Then suddenly, bonk, and they're gone, dropping like flies. D-E-D, dead. I have no way of proving this. But all of this has greasy Italian plumber written all over it. It's always either you or your brother trying to ruin my plans.
I don't think you realize what a horrible situation you are in, Luigi. What? We've won. I guess my wish came true after all. Kamek, that stone of Volca really worked.
Yup. I was modifying.
That'll work.
Yes, it did.
So the way home is clear then.
Ah, so you're the one to blame for this, huh? Eh, Kamek?
Bowser leaps across the floor, rearing back his open fist before slashing his claws at the relatively diminutive Turtle Fizzard. Kamek is caught completely off guard by Bowser's sudden attack. Bowser's claws draw deep gashes across Kamek's chest and robes before sending him sprawling to the ground. Seeing Bowser attack his teacher, Luigi shouts,
Mario, we must do something.
Mario springs into action.
Boing.
Boing. Bowser's open claws snatch Mario out of the air, clasping him around the throat.
38 years in the making. Do you have any idea how much I had to sacrifice for this wedding gift?
You're joking! Let me go!
Bowser drops Mario to the ground and turns back to the fallen Kamek. He prepares to finish Kamek off, but Redcorn's elitist troops spring into action while Redcorn himself starts singing something about the weather. The
weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful.
Quite right.
Basically, the warriors fire a salvo of arrows at Bowser as they charge towards him. They're enough to break his concentration and send him flying back across the pit. Bowser lands with a heavy splat.
Oh, right, physics.
Yes!
That's more like it.
The victory is short-lived as Bowser disco flips himself back into an upright position. He breathes in and lets out a fanning wall of flame before him as he walks towards the charging warriors. The flame wall provides excellent cover from the arrows until the gap has closed. Just as the first warrior gets close enough, Bowser rears back and straight up bodies the first warrior with a giant meaty fist. The second warrior barely dodges the punch and is sent flying backwards by the sheer wind pressure of the blow. Bowser snaps his mouth open wide and sprays a jet of flame at the second warrior. Suffice it to say, that dude's not going to make it to the sequel. The rest of the elitist warriors leap atop Bowser, attempting to wrestle and work their daggers to find some opening in his natural armor. He fights back by throwing them off and flinging them across the pit.
Take that, you snobbish fancy pants. Euro trash.
I think Bowser lagged out.
Insult, Euro trash.
Bowser laughs.
What that even is.
The warriors are dispatched, but they bought enough time for Redcorn to do whatever it is he was planning to do.
Mario, help me!
I cannot. I am not a fighter.
Hold up.
But we're in a fight! Help me or I'll never forgive you!
As Mario and Luigi argue, Redcorn sings, "Oh, the weather inside."
Called it! Well done.
Oh, the weather inside is frightful.
I am a god.
Just then, a thick thundercloud develops overhead and starts to heavily pour rain. Ah, thunderstorms are no fun without a good lightning round. The cloud rips open, and a bolt of lightning strikes down into the pit.
Really? All that for little rain?
Like the classic villain that he is, Bowser immediately tries to breathe a blast of fire over Redcorn through the pouring rain. Predictably, this doesn't work at all. But it does send Redcorn running in the opposite direction from Bowser. Bowser grumbles about this turn of events as he chases Redcorn around the platform.
Lucky for you, Red Corn. I happen to have an umbrella.
Bowser tosses a large umbrella at Redcorn, who catches it with a terrified yelp.
Ugh.
The umbrella suddenly opens, creating a wind drag and slowing Redcorn down just enough for Bowser to catch up. Redcorn attempts to hide underneath the umbrella, but Bowser grabs him by the collar of his robe and throws him to the ground.
We've got to stop Bowser before he kills Redcorn, or worse, Luigi. It is time for Operation Cause and Effect.
Right!
Wait! Are you sure you can use that gun?
Yeah, I think so. I got it working in the museum.
Luigi aims the gun at Bowser's big stupid head. What are you waiting for? Pull the trigger. Bowser turns around and sees the gun in Luigi's hands. A look of genuine fear flashes across his face as he puts his hands up.
Whoa! Luigi, that's going a bit far, don't you think?
I'm afraid not.
Clenching the gun in both hands, the barrel still shakes as Luigi nervously points the gun at Bowser's head region.
This is for killing Princess Peach, you monster.
Wait. What? I never killed anyone. Well, except for the one time. But it wasn't my fault.
It better not have been.
Sudden realization dawns on Bowser.
Wait. Peach is dead? When did that happen?
Back when you sent your pet dragon to assassinate all three of us, dude.
That son of a dragon! I told him not to capture my wife and bring her to me. I told him to capture my wife and bring her to me. But he told me he never found her.
Your wife?
I went to all the trouble of putting together a dragon army to give to my wife, Princess Peach, as an anniversary gift to take over the world. Not only have I found out that you killed my dragon army, my gift to my wife, but now it turns out that my wife is dead, and I'm going to have very aggressive words to say to that one alpha dragon that happened to survive.
Just aim at his heart, Luigi, and pull the trigger. Then he won't have anything to say to anyone.
Jeez.
Okie dokie.
Luigi calmly proceeded to shoot Bowser in his stupid heart region. After all, good plumbers followed orders.
Nice reference.
Bowser falls to the ground as if dead.
Mario, I think we did it.
Having only feigned death, Bowser suddenly leaps into Bowser suddenly leaps into the air and drops on top of the surprised Luigi, body slamming him under his massive Bowser weight.
Take that, you Euro trash.
I have no idea why
is
the
Eurotrash?
AI wanted to call everyone Eurotrash. But it did.
Native Americans, Eurotrash.
Eurotrash. Mario, use this umbrella to catch him before he gets up. Mario grabs the umbrella from Redcorn and points it threateningly at Bowser.
Hey, Bowser! Guess what? Your wife was actually a dude!
Redcorn gasps in horror.
How would you know that?
Bowser stops in his tracks, looking very miffed. He kicks a rock with his foot.
I was catfished this whole time? I'm done. Done with everything. Not funny, didn't laugh, I need ice cream and a therapist. You win, losers. I hope you're happy.
Bowser limps away, clutching the bullet wound in his chest. He walks around the pit for a bit before falling into a pit of his own creation. Mario slowly approaches Redcorn and Luigi, who are both in shock. Kamek weakly holds up a hand to get the others' attention.
A little help here.
What do we do now, Kamek?
Medical treatment would be preferable. I have lost a lot of blood.
Maybe we should leave him here. If he dies, so do we. What?
My body is broken. But that's a good point, Mario. I guess we should leave him here.
Leave him here with me. He'll make for a nice treat.
The Alpha Dragon descends from the ceiling, unfurling his wings and menacing everyone in the room.
It's me, guys. I'm the bad guy now.
You're not the only one who can taunt. Abu-da-doo-doo-doo-doo. You know, it's been a while since I've seen someone as dumb as you.
As dumb as someone letting their princess die.
Mario's jaw clenched. Luigi guiltily cast his eyes to the ground.
You-
Redcorn was confused. Kamek was dying.
You're going to die for that.
Come as close as you like, Mario. I'm hungry.
I'm more hungry than you'll ever be.
Then I'll have to give you a double dose of my fiery breath. Blah.
Mario raises the super mushroom in his right hand. Mario proceeds to ingest the super mushroom. A mushroom easily larger than his own head. The Alpha Dragon recoils in surprise, but narrows his eyes.
Your addiction to shrooms shall not avail you, dude.
Love all the references you snuck in here.
You'll have to try harder than that if you want to stop me.
The dragon inhales deeply before exhaling flames at Mario. Mario flinches before the flames, but they don't burn as harshly as he expected. He opened his eyes to realize he was growing in size. Soon, he was as big as the dragon himself.
Aha!
The dragon stares at Mario in awe.
Have never seen someone grow this quickly. So big.
No, me too. Now you die.
Did he do that?
No, that was perfect.
Perfect. Carry on. Perfect.
I think it's meant to be slightly weird.
I said my
How do
line.
you feel?
Impressed.
I said my
I'm
line.
impressed.
Sorry.
I said my line.
Now it's your turn.
Yeah, me too. And now you die.
Mario leaps at the Alpha Dragon, trying to clock the big duder in the face region.
Tick tock, tick tock.
The two of you slam into each other, but the impact is softened by Mario's fat.
Hey, I've got an idea. Let's.
Mario's idea is stifled when the Alpha Dragon clenches his toothy maw around Mario's throat. He proceeds to start squeezing. The last thing Mario sees is Redcorn and Luigi staring at him with wide eyes. Then, Mario definitely dies.
Mario, are you okay?
What? What happened? Is that you, Kamek?
Yeah, I think so. I never knew I could grow to be this big. I've evolved so much, my friends.
Well, alright, big guy. Where are we?
You're on top of a mountain. I just teleported us here. The rest of the group is fine, I think.
We need to go rescue them. Let's go.
You don't get it, Mario. By teleported us here, I kind of meant we died. I died because no one cared, and you died because you have the attention span of a blooper. Even in the middle of a fight, you can't help but be distracted by your vaunted ideas. I'm sorry, but you were killed. I didn't want it to happen, but it did.
Mario shrugs, attempting to accept his death. Back in the pit arena, Luigi and Redcorn are left alone with the Alpha Dragon. The two look nervously at each other, then to the dead bodies of Kamek and Giant Mario, then up to the Alpha Dragon. Luigi was painfully aware that death is on the line.
Sir Alpha Dragon, sir, could we just not fight? I don't actually need to avenge Princess Peach.
The Alpha Dragon stares at Luigi in shock.
But you tried to kill my friends. I cannot allow that.
But I didn't. I didn't want to. Just let me explain.
You have one opportunity to explain yourself. One. Do not waste this.
Luigi desperately grabs the microphone.
Is this thing on? It was Mario who wished for all of your dragon friends to be dead. Kamek helped him. They're both dead. We haven't done anything to deserve your wrath, so please let us go.
The Alpha Dragon is at first shocked and angry, but he calms down after a moment.
You are technically correct. The best kind of correct. Very well. You may leave.
I'm dead. I can't object.
Luigi bows his head fervently as he tells Redcorn.
Quick, let us depart.
The two leave the pit arena, leaving the Alpha Dragon alone with Mario and the Super Mushroom. The Alpha Dragon is in deep thought, which Luigi interprets as considering his next move. As Luigi reaches the still form of Mario, he stops to put his hand on his dead brother's shoulder.
Goodbye, chum. You've moved on to the final zone. Perhaps someday I'll be brave enough to join you, but it is not this day. A red day, a Mario day. Ere the sun rises.
Luigi is interrupted by Redcorn, whom tries to urge him to continue leaving. That's very nice, but let's get out of here first.
Sorry, I was just remembering my brother.
Luigi sadly leaves the pit arena, with Redcorn following behind. The Alpha Dragon is left to mourn his fallen brothers and sisters as Redcorn and Luigi vacate the pit premises. With Kamek gone, the knowledge of portals was lost to Redcorn, whom was forced to live out the rest of his days bereft of his people, no longer their chief. With his brother gone, Luigi felt an odd sense of peace, no longer having to contend with Mario's judgmental barbs and short temper. With Princess Peach and Mario out of the way, the mantle of responsibility was placed upon Luigi's ill-fitting head. After a stint of apathetic grief, Bowser came back when no one was prepared to deal with him. It wasn't long before he had taken over the Mushroom Kingdom, elevating his troops into official citizenry that owned land and paid taxes.
Nice.
Bowser ordered his magicians to turn the resident Toad population into masonry and brickwork to bolster the nation's growing need for infrastructure.
Yeah, makes sense.
That checks out.
Having no one to be Alpha over, the Alpha Dragon turned into the Depressed Dragon. He would later die of a broken heart. Mario and Kamek continued to argue back and forth in the afterlife, wishing they could have done so many things differently back when they had the chance. The author would like to thank you for reading. Feel free to leave a review. You clap your hands as if conducting an orchestra. The end. The end. If you are interested in creating your own ending for this story, here's a little something to help you out. 1. If you're going to do something, do it.
Hey, bravo! Hey, this is not in the script. This is an unscripted clap.
True.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Mario.
This is only a test.
Thank you, everybody, for participating
Well done.
in this.
That was
Great work.
Well, does anyone have any comments?
At no point did I see where anything was going.
How much editing do you have to do? Because that was great.
I would say I wrote half of it, but after editing it, it was more like 60-40.
Okay.
So,